Roanoke Island. Day 1590. The wind howls across the desolate shore, whipping sand into ghostly swirls. Waves crash against the jagged rocks like thunderous applause for a tragedy long forgotten. A lone figure, John White, weathered and desperate, stumbles from his ship onto the beach. His eyes scan the horizon. Empty huts sag under the weight of abandonment. Tools lie rusting in the dirt, and the air hangs heavy with silence. No laughter of children, no smoke from fires, no signs of life. Only two cryptic carvings, Croatoan etched into a wooden post, and Crow on a nearby tree. What happened to his daughter, his granddaughter, the first English child born on American soil? Where did they vanish? America's oldest mystery begins here, a riddle that has haunted us for over 400 years. But what if the colonists weren't lost at all? What if they survived, blending into the shadows of a new world, their story waiting to be unearthed? This is the tale of Roanoke, the cradle of American dreams, shrouded in enigma. Buckle up, fellow explorers of history. We're diving into a cinematic journey that will make your heart race, your mind question, and your soul ponder the fragile line between survival and oblivion. And who knows, by the end, you might just uncover a piece of your own heritage hidden in the whispers of the wind. Whispers of Croatoan. In the late 16th century, as Queen Elizabeth I dreamed of expanding her empire across the Atlantic, a bold venture was born. Sponsored by the ambitious Sir Walter Raleigh, the Roanoke Colony wasn't just an outpost. It was England's audacious claim on the New World, a beacon of hope for fortune, freedom, and a fresh start. But beneath the promise lay peril, untamed wilderness, hostile natives, and the unforgiving sea. This isn't just history, it's the raw, dramatic origin story of America itself, laced with unknown truths that could rewrite what we think we know about our nation's birth. London docks. Day 1585. Fog clings to the Thames like a shroud. Sailors shout orders as ships creak under the weight of supplies. Barrels of salted pork, crates of tools, seeds for planting. Sir Walter Raleigh, charismatic and visionary, stands tall in his embroidered doublet, rallying a group of eager adventurers. This new world, he proclaims, holds riches beyond your wildest imaginings. Gold, land, immortality. Among them, artists, farmers, soldiers, and dreamers, all fleeing poverty or persecution back home. But Raleigh himself never set foot on Roanoke. That honor fell to his trusted lieutenant, Ralph Lane, who led the first expedition in 1585. They landed on Roanoke Island, a slender barrier off North Carolina's coast, nestled in the Outer Banks, a place of shifting sands and treacherous waters. The island, named after the Algonquian word for shell money, was strategic, protected by sounds yet close to the mainland. Imagine the scene. Towering pines sway in the breeze, deer bound through the underbrush, and the air buzzes with the calls of unfamiliar birds. The colonists built a fort, planted crops, and traded with the local Secatan and Croatoan tribes. Artist John White, a skilled watercolorist, captured it all. Vibrant paintings of tattooed warriors, bustling villages, and exotic flora. These images, preserved today, offer a glimpse into a world on the brink of collision. Yet paradise it was not. Tensions flared. The natives, initially welcoming, grew wary as the English demanded food during a harsh winter. Skirmishes erupted. One chief was beheaded in a brutal display of power. By 1586, the colonists were starving, morale shattered. When Sir Francis Drake's fleet appeared after raiding Spanish ships, they begged to return home. Roanoke's first attempt? A failure. But Raleigh wasn't done. Interior. Queen Elizabeth's Court, night, 1587. Candlelight flickers on gilded walls. Raleigh kneels before the Virgin Queen, pleading for another chance. Your Majesty, Virginia, named in your honor, will be our glory. She nods, granting funds for a second colony. 115 souls, including women and children, to establish a permanent settlement. Led by John White as governor, they set sail in May 1587, bound for Chesapeake Bay. But fate intervened. Their pilot, Simon Fernandez, insisted on stopping at Roanoke to resupply, stranding them there. Exterior Roanoke Island. Day, July 1587. Waves lap gently as families disembark. Eleanor Dare, White's pregnant daughter, clutches her husband Ananias's hand. Among the group, Manteo, a Croatoan native allied with the English, baptized as Lord of Roanoke. They rebuilt the fort, sowed fields, and forged uneasy alliances. Then, on August 18th, 1587, a miracle. Virginia Dare was born, the first English child in America. Joy echoed through the camp, a symbol of new beginnings. But supplies dwindled. White, torn between duty and family, agreed to sail back to England for aid. I'll return by spring, he promised Eleanor, kissing her forehead. As his ship faded into the horizon, no one knew it would be 3 agonizing years before he saw Roanoke again. The vanishing war with Spain delayed White's return. The Spanish Armada demanded every ship. When he finally arrived in 1590, on Virginia's 3rd birthday, the island was a ghost town. Houses dismantled, belongings gone, no graves or signs of battle. Just those carvings. Croatoan, the name of a nearby island and tribe, and Crow on a tree. No distress cross, as agreed upon if danger struck. White's journal records his anguish. My heart sank. Where art thou, my child? A storm forced him away before a full search. Back in England, the mystery festered. What happened? Theories abounded. Massacred by hostile Powhatan tribes? Starved in the wilderness? Or something more insidious? Cut to modern archaeologists unearthing clues. In 2013, on Hatteras Island, ancient Croatoan, researchers found 16th century English pottery mixed with native artifacts, a sword hilt, a Nuremberg token, signs of cohabitation. Perhaps the colonists, facing famine, relocated to live with Manteo's people, assimilating into Algonquian culture. DNA studies hint at European genes in Lumbee tribes, descendants of Croatoans. But wait, there's more. In 2024, excavations at Site X near Salmon Creek revealed Tudor-era rings and slate tablets, suggesting another group split off, heading inland for safety. Imagine the drama. Families torn apart, some embracing native ways, others clinging to English traditions. Whispers of grey-eyed Indians in later accounts fuel the fire, Europeans among the tribes. EXT. Roanoke Fort, night, 1588. Torches flicker. Eleanor cradles baby Virginia as arguments rage. "We can't stay. The crops failed again," cries one colonist. Manteo steps forward. "Come to Croatoan. My people will shelter you." Divided, some pack canoes for the short paddle south, others venture west. Storms rage, alliances form, betrayals simmer. A young boy carves Croatoan as a message, not a cry for help. This wasn't disappearance, it was adaptation. Yet darker theories linger. Disease from New World microbes decimating the group. Or violence. Powhatan chief later claimed to have slain survivors to consolidate power, and the Dare Stones, hoaxes from the 1930s etched with tales of murder and survival, Debunked, but tantalizing. EXT. Modern Outer Banks. Dawn waves crash eternally. Archaeologists sift sand, uncovering a lead seal or copper ring, echoes of the past. The Lost Colony outdoor drama, performed since 1937, brings the story to life yearly, blending fact and fiction for thousands. Why does this grip us? Roanoke embodies the American spirit. Pioneers risking all for the unknown, facing erasure yet enduring. Virginia Dare's fate tugs at our hearts. A child lost to history, symbolizing innocence amid chaos. It sparks emotion. What if your ancestors were among them? DNA kits today trace Lumbee heritage to possible Roanoke roots, igniting family reunions and debates. Viral whispers spread. TikToks dissecting theories. Podcasts debating cannibalism or alien abductions, though we stick to facts. But the real hook, Roanoke reminds us, America was built on forgotten stories, native alliances erased, colonial struggles glossed over. It challenges, were they lost, or did we lose their narrative in the march of progress? YNT. Fireside chat. Night. Imagine gathering round,